We can't get clarity when we're in the midst of chaos. Let the detox begin. We keep saying we want clarity, but let's slow down for a second. We wake up, and before our feet even touch the floor, we reach for our phone. Not because we have to, but because it's become a dysfunctional habit. And in that moment, we've handed over our nervous system to whatever is trending in your feed. Someone else's urgency, someone else's opinion, someone else's win, someone else's drama, someone else's negativity, someone else's toxicity. So before we've even asked ourselves, how do we feel? Before we've even checked in with our body, and before we've even taken one intentional breath and been thankful about we got up this morning. And we scroll at night because silence feels heavy. And then we wake up and scroll again because silence feels unfamiliar. And somewhere between managing work, managing expectations of people, places, and things, managing other people's emotions, and trying to control how people perceive us, our body stays on alert. Our jaws are tight, we grind our teeth, our breath is shallow, and our shoulders are tense. And then we say, I just need clarity. But clarity doesn't exist and visit chaos. Clarity exists and visits in stillness. And some of us, we aren't confused. What we are is overstimulated, over responsible, over analytical, over available, overextended, and over organized. And we've been so strong for so long that we don't know how to create space. And if we're honest, we're not asking for answers. What we're asking for is peace. So this season, we detox the chaos. This season, we detox the chaos. That's what we're doing. Hey, y'all, it's Madison Simone Chase. I am a Juilliard trained classical ballerina with School of American Ballet, the world's only 3-time ESPN Miss Fitness champion. I'm a fitness expert, celebrity certified trainer who has appeared in over 450 fitness DVDs alongside the GOAT, Gunnar Peterson, who trained the Kardashian family. I am a certified celebrity trainer. Some of my clients include Robert Patterson and Chris Tucker and Amber Riley. And as a sports and entertainment media host, I have had red carpet chats with Richard Branson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Viola Davis, Emma Stone, Justin Baldoni, Kiki Palmer, and Tiana Taylor, to name a few. I share these accomplishments not to puff out my chest or try to impress you, but to honor the millions of sacrifices my single mother made for myself and my sister. So this is Cut to the Chase at 8, and this is season 2. And my goal is to talk about detoxing. 15 minutes, 3 keys, 1 reflection question. And on this podcast, my goal is to encourage us not to perform perfect clarity, but for us to imperfectly practice it. And this podcast is for the one who has held it together for so long that falling apart doesn't feel like an option. And this is for grounded clarity. And this season, we are going to detox what destabilizes us. So let's invite grace into this space, and let's take a breath and inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. The first detox is chaos. Detoxing isn't just about food or what we eat or drink or put on our body. It's also about our nervous system and what our nervous system is consuming or what we allow our spirit, mind, and body to consume. So, for example, if you wake up and immediately ingest other people's urgency, you are starting your day inflamed. And digital inflammation, emotional inflammation, cognitive inflammation, but then we call it productivity. And then we have expectations that we want to share on social. And so this episode is about detoxing chaos, which brings me to key number one: detoxing overstimulation. And overstimulation masquerades as confusion. And I love that word masquerade because when we're overstimulated and we're doing performative productivity, it could look like we're moving forward and we're doing big and productive things. But really, it is a mask for being overstimulated. And one thing is that we don't need more answers, we need fewer inputs. And if our nervous system never settles, clarity cannot surface. So, detoxing can look like no phone for the first 15 minutes when you get up. It could look like I'm going to pray for 15 minutes, or I'm going to sit still and visualize what I want my day to look like. And I want to lead with positive, peaceful, joyful thoughts. And so, if our nervous system never settles, our clarity cannot surface. And so, it could also look like no immediate responses to people, or not reacting before we regulate what we're thinking and what's in our heart. And detoxing overstimulation, it's not dramatic. It's just discipline. And some of us, including myself sometimes, we have to lean into whatever season we're in. That discipline can look completely different, which brings me to key number two: detox over responsibility. Strength without boundaries becomes exhaustion. If you're always the person that people come to and they want your resources, or they want what you have gathered, and they want to suck whatever it is they believe you have that could benefit them out of you, it can become exhausting. If you're constantly managing how other people's feelings are or what they feel, we could become emotionally inflamed. And inflammation doesn't just happen in our body. It happens in relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, work relationships, co-workers, wherever you frequent, the gym, it can be inflamed. And so detoxing over responsibility looks like letting someone sit with their own discomfort, not explaining yourself twice, not fixing what you didn't break. And it could also look like one of the four agreements, which is not taking something personal and not playing the victim. And so, not explaining yourself twice, like one time is enough. And I love the saying, never make someone a priority who has only made you an option. And not fixing what you didn't break. Like, if someone is willing to sit in their toxicity and being negative and being fearful, depending on who the person is, sometimes showing them themselves and holding a mirror to it and just asking questions and offering something different. Because we could carry it doesn't mean that it's ours, right? And so I've learned in this season to back away from other people placing things on me that don't belong to me unless you're paying me. Which brings me to key number 3, detox through subtraction. You don't add clarity, you remove chaos. We don't add clarity, we remove chaos. Subtraction regulates the nervous system, and regulation creates stability. And that could look like quiet detachment. And I think in the social media area, this this season, or just social media in general, we often think that everything needs to be shared. And sometimes quietly detaching yourself from social media and removing yourself from that space can be the way that we create stability in our nervous system. And we could release it without announcement, and we could detox without dramatizing. We can detox without dramatizing. And it's funny, like I know we often hear people say, "Oh, I need clarity, or I need to have a conversation." And it's almost like saying, "I'm going to tell this person that I am no longer going to talk to them." You just stop talking to them. Or that's like saying, "Hey," but there are some conversations that sometimes need to be had, like I believe ghosting and or just disappearing when there is friends. And I've heard someone else say this. They were like, friends figure it out. So if you're really friends, if you're really in a relationship, you figure it out. But then if you're not, I think the one relationship I was willing to get over very quickly, I said, I'm going to give myself a weekend to get over this relationship. And even though it wasn't that long, it was a romantic relationship. And I remember thinking, I was like, this guy is not thinking about me. So I'm going to give myself the weekend to grieve this relationship. And on Monday, I'm going to be okay because he was not lulling and sulking and thinking about me. So why am I giving him my energy? And sometimes we don't need a dramatic exit. Speaking of that situation, I didn't need to dramatize the exit. I got over it. I was sad about it. And Monday, it's like, okay, I'm going to be okay. And so we need a disciplined reduction, right? And so this is not about blowing up your life. This is about cleansing what agitates it. So before you go, let's anchor this detox. And today's 3 detox keys. Key number 1, detox overstimulation. Reduce the noise so your nervous system can settle. Key number 2, detox over responsibility. Stop carrying what isn't yours to carry. That could include text messages. That could include trying to fix someone and shape someone and taking that speck of dust out of your neighbor's eye and looking at the plank that's in yours. Which brings us to key number 3, detox through subtraction. Remove what destabilizes you so you can get clarity, and clarity and being clear can surface for you. And here's your reflection question. Where in your life are you being overstimulated and calling it normal? And what is one thing you're willing to detox this week? Just one. And so you could detox without dramatizing it. You could clear the chaos, and you could choose nervous system stability over social media spectacle. We don't perform perfect clarity. We imperfectly practice it. And so giving yourself grace in this space whenever you're listening. So thank you for listening. This is Cut to the Chase at 8, twice a day, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if anything I said today pricked your heart or lit a spark, leave a comment so that this becomes a dialogue and not a monologue. And if you're ready to join the Cut to the Chase at 8 Chaser Circle and turn this micro learning into macro living with like minded people, consider joining us. And so, thank you for allowing grace in this space with me. And we're going to inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blessings to you and yours. This is Madison Simone Chase. It Cut to the Chase at 8. Let's get ready. Let's get set. Let's grow and go and be great.